Hello dear children, today we are back again with our chapter 10 mensuration and we were doing the exercise 10.3 and today we will start from question number 9. Up to question number 8 in my last video all of the sums were done, so today we will start from 9. First, it is written in the question, 5 square flower beds each of sides 1 meter are dug on a piece of land 5 meter long and 4 meter wide. What is the area of the remaining part of the land? Now see, this is a land who is having 5 meter length and 4 meter breadth. In this rectangular land, 5 square flower beds, each of sides 1 meter are dug. Okay, so first what we have to do? First we have to know the area of each flower bed, isn't it? So from here all these 5 flower bed were dug. That's why we will first found that the area of each flower bed. Now let's do that. Write in this way, the each side of flower bed are 1 meter. Therefore, the area of each flower bed, since the flower beds are squared in shape, that's why the area will be side into side. Okay, so we will write 1 square meter. Okay, now like these 5 square flower beds were dug. Okay, so we will write the area of 5 flower beds. The area of each flower bed is 1 square meter. So 5 flower beds, for the 5 flower beds the area will be 1 square meter into 5, that is 5 square meter. Now these 5 flower beds who are having the area of 5 square meter are dug from that rectangular land who is having 5 meter length and 4 meter breadth. Okay, so the length of the rectangular land 5 meter and the breadth of the rectangular land is equal to 4 meter. So these 5 flower beds will be dug from this rectangular land, isn't it? So also we have to find the area of the rectangular land. Okay, therefore the area of the rectangular land is equal to 5 meter into 4 meter, that is 20 square meter. Okay, now from these 20 square meter, these 5 square meter of land are dug out, isn't it? So what we have to do, in the question it is written, what is the area of the remaining part of the land? So the land was of total of area 20 square meter. Okay, and 5 flower beds were dug out. So the area of 5 flower beds are 5 square meter. Okay, now what to do? We have to find the remaining part of the land. So I'm just rubbing it. I hope all of you have written it. So here I will write the remaining part of the land will be 20 square meter was the total area of that land. From this 5 square flower beds are dug out. So I am subtracting this 5 square meter and 15 square meter land was left as the remaining part. Okay, So what have we done? First, for 5 flower beds, we have found those areas of those each flower beds, and we have found the area of 5 flower beds. These flower beds are dug out from a land who is having 5 meter length and 4 meter breadth. So also we have to find the area of the land. Okay, so we have found the area of the land, and it is of 20 square meter. Okay, now we know the area of 5 square flower beds and the area of total rectangular land. Okay, now we have to know the remaining part, and how to know this? We have to subtract this total area of the land. From it we have to subtract the 5 square flower beds. Okay, this is the sum, very easy. Now let's come to the next one. Now in question number 10 it is written, by splitting the following figures into rectangles, find their areas. Okay, so we have to split this figure into rectangular figure, and we have to find the area of it. Okay, how to do this? First, let's split this figure. I am joining these in this way for making it a rectangle. Here also I am giving this line, and here also I am giving this line. Okay, so we have got 4 rectangles, and we have to find the area of these 4 rectangles individually, and we will add these areas for finding the area of the whole figure. Okay, now as I told, if it is becoming a little bit tough for you to find the area of any figure, then we just give names in each and every points of that given figure. See, I am doing A, B, C, D. This point is E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. Okay, up to M I have marked, and I have got 4 rectangles A, B, L, M. Then B, C, J, K, D, E, I, J, and E, F, G, H. Okay, now what we have to measure? We have to measure all the sides of these rectangles, all the sides of these 4 rectangles. Now let's start from the rectangle ABLM. So we know the length of AM, which is of 4 centimeter, and this is also equal to BL. No, AM and BL, these are the opposite sides of the rectangle which is formed. So AM and BL are of equal in length, and since AM is 4 centimeter, so BL will also be 4 centimeter. Okay, now what you have to do? You have to find the area, side AB. Now see, also we can find ML, which is the opposite side of AB, and ML is of 2 centimeter length, so AB will also be 2 centimeter length. Okay, because these are 2 opposite sides. Now what we have to do? We have to find the area of ABLM. So here we will write area will be 4 centimeter into 2 centimeter, that will be 8 square centimeter. Now this area we have found, this area, it is 8 square meter. I have written it for your convenience. We have found the area of ABLM, this rectangle. Okay, now let's come to the next one. See, BCJK, this is the next rectangle. What do you have to do? First we have to find the length of JC or KB. So here we will write KB is equal to JC is equal to, now we cannot find the total length of KB or JC directly. So what we can do? We can write, in case of KB, we can write KL plus LB. Okay, we can write KL plus LB, isn't it? Very easy. So the length of KL is 2 centimeter given, and the length of LB, which you have already found, LB or BL is 4 centimeter. So the total length of KB is 6 centimeter. So if KB is 6 centimeter, definitely JC will also be 6 centimeter, isn't it? So it will also be 6 centimeter and it will be equal to 6 centimeter. I'm telling it again. Since we are not getting any specific length for BK or KB, so we are breaking this line segment into KL and LB. Okay. We know the length of KL, which is already given in question, that is 2 centimeter, and LB, this line segment, this length of this line segment we have already found by equalizing it with the length of AM, which was of 4 centimeter. So LB was also 4 centimeter in the last part. We have already done it. So this was, KB was of length 2 centimeter plus 4 centimeter, that is 6 centimeter. Okay. Now JC is also parallel to KB and also opposite sides of this rectangle BCJK. So the length of this rectangle BCJK is 6 centimeter. Now I have to find the breadth, that is BC. Now how to find the length of BC? Since BC is also the opposite side of KJ, so BC will be equal to the length of KJ. Now how to find this length? Now see it very minutely that this line means AC is completely 3 centimeter. Okay, and this line ML is of 2 centimeter. ML and AB has same length, so AB, this part will be of 2 centimeter and AC is of completely 3 centimeter. So in case of BC, how can we find it? If we subtract AB from AC, AB from AC, then we will get AC is of 3 centimeter and AB is of 2 centimeter. So for finding BC, what can we do? We have to subtract AB from this total part, isn't it? So the length of AC was 3 centimeter and the length of AB was 2 centimeter. So we can easily find the length of BC, that is 1 centimeter. If BC is of 1 centimeter, then JK or KJ will also be 1 centimeter. So we will write here 1 centimeter. Okay, very easy. Now I am repeating. First we have to find the length of AC, which is of 3 centimeter. Okay. Now for finding the length of BC, what can we do? First we have to know that what is given in the question. We have already found the length of AB. Now we know the length of AC. So how can we find the length of BC? We have to subtract AB from the total length, that is AC. AC is of 3 centimeter, AB is of 2 centimeter. So BC will be equal to AC minus AB, that is 3 centimeter minus 2 centimeter, that is 1 centimeter. Okay. So BC is equal to KG is equal to 1 centimeter, which is for this rectangle BCJK. Okay. Now we have come to know the length of this rectangle BCJK and the breadth of this rectangle BCJK. So how to find it? So area of rectangle BCJK is equal to 6 centimeter into 1 centimeter, that is 6 square centimeter. Okay, very easy. Understood or not? Let me tell you once again. First we have found the length of this rectangle BCJK. So the length of this rectangle is CJ and the breadth of this rectangle is BC. And you can also take the opposite sides. So we have found the length of BC by subtracting this part AB from the total part AC. Okay. So we have come to know the breadth of the rectangle, and how we have found the length of the rectangle. We have we don't have any specific length for the rectangle, so we have added two parts of it, KL plus LB. Okay, KL plus LB, this part KL is of 2 centimeter and LB was equal to AM, which was of 4 centimeter. So BL was also 4 centimeter. So KL plus LB means 2 centimeter plus 4 centimeter, that is 6 centimeter. We have written it. Okay, now for finding the area of the rectangle, what we have done, we have just multiplied length and breadth and we have got the area of BCJK. Okay, so for our convenience I am writing here 8 square meter and this is a 6 square meter. Now we have to find these remaining two rectangles, the area of these two. Okay, now let's come to the next part. Now for finding the area of DEIJ, we have to know the length of DE means JI and the length of DJ means IE. Okay, so what can we do? See, for finding the length of JD, what can we do? We know the length of JC completely. We know the length of JC completely. Okay, now see, so if we subtract the part CD from the part JC, then we can find the length of JD, which is will be equal to IE, isn't it? The total was JC. We know this part DC. Okay, so if we write JC minus DC, then we can find JD. JC means a complete line, CD means this part, then we will find this line. So we can write it in this way. JC was of length 6 centimeter and DC is of length 3 centimeter. In the last sum we have found the length of JC, so it will be 3 centimeter, which is of equal to IE. Okay, now DE and JI, these two sides are there, whose side will be found. Now what we can do? DE means this line. Okay, DE means this line. Now see, here we can draw a small part. Okay, if we just draw this part, then this line, suppose I am giving it a name T. Now TE will be equal to 3 centimeter because TE is of same length of KI. Okay, now see, we know the length of this TD. How? Because BC and TD both are same in length. Okay, so if we find the length of TD, which is equal to length of BC, that is 1 centimeter. We have already found it in the last sum. Okay, so if this is of 1 centimeter and this is completely 3 centimeter, means this one is also completely 3 centimeter, then how to find the DE? Therefore, DE will be equal to TE minus TD, isn't it? If we subtract this small part from this part completely, means TE, from TE we will subtract this small part TD, we will get DE, which will be equal to of JI. So TE will be of length 3 centimeter and TD will be of length 1 centimeter. So we will get 2 centimeter, which is the length of DE. Now how to find it? DEIJ. How to find its area? Area of DEIJ will be equal to DE into JI, means 2 centimeter into DE into IE, 2 centimeter into 3 centimeter, or 3 centimeter into 2 centimeter, you can also write it. So 6 square centimeter. Okay, now how we have found the area, length of DE? We have just drawn this line TD. Okay, now we know the length of TD because TD is parallel to BC, or TDCB is also a rectangle where we can get BC and TD both are opposite to each other. So definitely these two sides will be equal in length. So we have already found the length of BC, which was of 1 centimeter. So BC is equal to TD is equal to 1 centimeter. Okay. Now TE is equal to KI, isn't it? Because TE and KI both are of same length. Because this is, if we consider it as a square or as a rectangle, these two are opposite sides. In case of square, all the sides are equal. In case of rectangle, opposite sides are equal. These two are opposite sides because these two will be equal in length. So TE is equal to KI is equal to 3 centimeter. Now TD is of length 1 centimeter. So how to find the length of DE? We will subtract the part TD from the total part TE. That is coming 3 centimeter minus 1 centimeter, that is 2 centimeter. And the area of DEIJ will be equal to IE into DE. That is IE length 3 centimeter, DE length 2 centimeter. So the area of it will be 3 centimeter into 2 centimeter, that is 6 square centimeter. Okay. So this part is, we have already found 6 square centimeter. Okay. Now how can we find the area of EFGH? Okay. So here we can also write 6 square centimeter. Now let's find the area of EFGH. Now see what can we do. First we have to find the length of EF or GH and GF or HE, isn't it? Now we know the length of IE, isn't it? Which was of 3 centimeter. IE, this part, and HI is of 1 centimeter. So HE will be equal to IE plus IH, that is 3 plus 1 centimeter, which is of 4 centimeter. Means it will be equal to GF, because HE and GF both are opposite sides of this rectangle. And how to find the length of EF? Now see, TE was equal to 3 centimeter. Okay. Now what to do? If TE is of 3 centimeter and DE is of 4 centimeter. Okay. Now see, the part TF, how to find it? DF is equal to 4 centimeter. See, it was also given, already given. So TF will be equal to DF plus TD. DF plus TD. DF was of length 4 centimeter and TD was of length 1 centimeter. So 5 centimeter will be the length of TF. Okay. Now TE is equal to KI is equal to of length 3 centimeter. So how to find the length of EF? If we subtract TE from TF, TE from TF, then we will get the length of EF, isn't it? TF was of length 5 centimeter. TE was of length 3 centimeter. So EF will be of length 2 centimeter. We need to know the length of EF, which is of equal to HG. EF is equal to of length HG. Now we have come to know the length of GF, means HE, and the length of EF means GH. Now how to find the area of it? So we will write area of EF GH will be equal to, see, AG was of length 4 centimeter and GH is of length 2 centimeter. So the area will be 8 square centimeter. So here also we can write 8 square centimeter. Okay. Now how to find the area of the total figure? We have to add the areas of all these rectangles, isn't it? So 8 plus 6 plus 6 plus 8 square centimeter. The area of the given figure. So it will be 28 square centimeter. Okay. Now see, for doing this sum, first you have to draw this figure clearly. Then we have to point all the give names in all the points. After that you have to just draw the lines for making the rectangles. Okay. Now each and every length will be measured properly. First pause my video, try it yourself. If it is not done, then see the video again. See the video again and again and again for understanding this sum. Okay. This is a little bit tricky sum. If it comes in your examination, I hope all of you can do it. But if you see the video properly, then only you can do it. Okay. And try it yourself also. Now let's come to the next sum. Now this is a comparatively easy sum. How to do this? We have to break this figure into rectangles also. Again, let's do it. Let's give it names: C, D, E, F, G, H. Okay. Suppose I am giving it H and I am giving it I. Now what to do? The area of A, B, H, I will be equal to AB into AI, or you can also write AB or HI into AI or BH. Now the length of AI is already given and the length of AB was also given. So how to find the area of it? AB or AI into AB, which is of 3 centimeter into 1 centimeter, that is 3 square centimeter. Now the area of EFG, suppose I am giving it a name T, is equal to the side FG into EF. FG is of also 3 centimeter because these two are same in length. So it will be of 3 centimeter into 1 centimeter, that is 3 square centimeter. Okay. Now see, this is of 2 centimeter, means DE is of 2 centimeter. So similarly BC will also be of 2 centimeter. If BC is of 2 centimeter and HB is of 3 centimeter, so how will we find the HC? HC will be found by subtracting CB from HB. HB is of 3 centimeter, BC is of 2 centimeter, so it will be 1 centimeter. HC will be of length 1 centimeter and DC is the length of the rectangle CDTH and CD is of length 3 centimeter. So the area of CDTH will be equal to 3 centimeter into 1 centimeter, that is 3 square centimeter. Okay. Now what to do? We have to add all these areas of these given rectangles which we have found just now. So how to do? The rectangle ABHI is of area 3 square meter. The rectangle CDTH is of length is of area 3 square meter, and the rectangle EFGT is of area 3 square meter, square centimeter. So the area will be 9 square centimeter. Okay. Now let's come to the next question. Now in question number 11 also the same type of question is given. Split into rectangles and find the area. So first we have to split all these figures into rectangles. Now I will not do this because the last two sums were a little bit tough than this. So you will try it yourself. Now I am just splitting the rectangles, the figures into rectangles. Now see, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So what you have to do? A, B, C, D, the area of this rectangle, and D, G, E, F, the area of this rectangle for this figure. So here the areas of A, B, C, D will be added with D, G, E, F. A, B, C, D will be added with D, G, E, F. Here are the names. I am writing it again. Okay. Now for this figure, let's draw. Okay. I am writing A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. Similarly, just like the previous one, you have to break all these figures into different rectangles and add the areas of all the rectangles. And for this also, just I have split it already. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So the area of A, B, C, H will be taken. After that, the area of G, D, E, F will be taken. Okay. The areas of these two rectangles will be found. After that, add these two rectangles. Then find the area. Okay. In this way, we can find all the areas of the given figures. But this will be your home work. These three sums will be your homework. I hope if you have understood the last thing properly, then you can also understand, or you can also be able to do these sums. Okay. Now let's come to the next question. Now for question number 12, it is written how many tiles whose length and breadth are 12 cm and 5 cm respectively will be needed to fit in the rectangular region. This is a rectangular region whose length and breadth are 144 cm, 100 cm, and this will be filled up by these tiles, where the length of each tile is 12 cm and 5 cm. Okay. So easily we can find the area of the rectangular region first. Okay. That will be for the first one, 144 cm into 100 cm, that is 14,400 square centimeter. Then we have to find the area of the square tile, the area of the tile which is of length 12 centimeter and of breadth 5 centimeter. So that is 60 square centimeter. Now these 60 square centimeter, each tile will be put in the figure of the rectangle. Okay. So number of tiles needed okay. So this total area will be divided by the area of each tile, so that we can get the number of tiles which are needed to fill it up completely. So 240 tiles are needed for this area. Now for the second area, this will also be your homework. Okay, question number B is your homework. Just do the sum exactly in this way. Okay, so today up to this class. In my next video we will start algebra. Okay, so till then keep practicing and do all the homeworks properly. Bye.